Vince, what are we doing here? These game moves were not smart. Rachel Ash should have been on that block. I like her, but she should have been on that block.
Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talkin TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Big Brother season 27. We will be discussing Vince's HOH week, his second HOH week. I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I am an attorney and a pop culture writer. Let's talk about Vince's HOH week. This was interesting for me because I had thought Vince was actually playing dumb. I don't want to call him dumb, but I thought he was playing this pathetic. Yes, but I'm like, bruh, is this what you are? Is this like, are you really the pathetic person you are? We thought you were pretending to be? I'm confused. I'm not even trying to play this man, because I think Vince has, what are we doing here? He's confusing me at this point. Literally. Maybe he's just a super mastermind. I don't know. But, he's confusing me because, these game moves were not smart. Rachel Ash should have been on that block. I like her. I like what she's added to the house, but she should have been on that block. But go ahead.
No, seriously. I ended up watching the entire clip of Keanu's speech to Vince, and I literally was like, this is so hard to watch. It was so cringe. It felt like get up, boy.
I was like, which speech you talking about? I was like, with him in the bed, or when he was stinky butt, or whatever.
They were in the gym. Swamp ass. They were in the gym.
But I get what you're talking about. I get what you're talking about now, because I was like, until you said that, I didn't realize which one you were talking about.
Girl.
Yeah.
This it was hard to watch, honey. I literally was like, you 30-something years old, unemployed, and you ain't got no baby. You have a girlfriend? I don't know. The way, I don't know if you heard. I think her name was Kelsey. She been in comments lately. Kelsey, which is a girlfriend, and her cousin, they've been in comments talking about he got some shit coming for him when he get home. Basically, it ain't looking too good for the relationship the way he been snuggled up with Morgan lately.
Yeah. It gets lonely, I guess, in that house. I don't know. It's like I'm so confused by it that I still don't even, it's like I don't even believe it. I'm like, no, he's not that guy. He's just acting for them and for us. I don't know, but it's a lot. And it's what's happening here? Yeah,
and he's too agreeable. I literally, after this week, I was like, I don't want to see Vince in power anymore.
Especially because it's like, this is what I thought Vince's game was. I thought Vince's game was, I am intentionally riding the middle, and I actually am going to let these sides pick each other off, and each is going to feel like I'm on their side, and I'm going to keep picking up. But now he's made this situation, and then he's saying, but oh my God, they're mad at me and everybody. It's was this not by design? I don't understand. What are we doing here? I'm so confused by this. But Rachel rose in my stock, because at the beginning of the season, I will say I was just I don't know, she's not she wasn't convincing. She didn't have enough social capital, and it's but she's doing some things, because she should be on the block. You know what I'm saying? She should have been on the block this week.
Yeah, no. Well, that last conversation she had before the veto ceremony, I think is what sealed the deal for her not going on the block, because if I can remember from the feeds that morning, it was supposed to be her.
Yeah.
And then she came in there with that excellent speech, and he knows her game, and which I think benefited her in the long run, because she was like, I've never turned on my allies, which is true. She stayed loyal to her people because she was always a threat in the seasons that she played. So
she ain't had no people until she had people.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And so it's doggone. It's Rachel came in and she's playing the exact same game, back up against the wall, and she's gonna figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, I will credit Morgan with some of the reason why she's here too, because even because Rachel was about to send herself home. I forgot about that. Telling Keanu telling Vince, she was about to send herself home. So I do credit, I think, Morgan a little bit not even a little bit, like a substantial part.
Yeah. She showed up this week for sure.
Yeah, for Rachel. But Morgan is like, I wrote that in my notes somewhere. Morgan is gaming. She is out here gaming. Now, we could talk about, like, do you want us to go back to the beginning of the week, talk about the nominations, all that good stuff? What were your thoughts with Mickey being nominated, and what were your thoughts on her reaction? Ava is whatever. You did me, I did you. Kelly is like, he ain't got no loyalty, no love for her. Yeah. But Mickey was the one that was like, how's she gonna react? What'd you think?
I mean, I felt like she had a great question when she was like, you're his number one, so how did I end up on the block? And Morgan was like, look, I had nothing to do with it. But I was happy to see her up there again. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't necessarily want her to go home, but I think she needed to understand, like, you don't have as many people as you think you do. Like, I need this to be a wake-up call for you to change your strategy and the way you are showing up in this game. So hopefully after being on the block 2 weeks in a row, some alarm bells have rung off, but the way she reacted, it was given like, I'm entitled to not be on the block. And it's like, girl, everybody can be on the block. This is Big Brother. It's all based on the block. Like, your ass can get on the block. You have to realize that you are not like invincible in this game just because you have these relationships, right? And it was very interesting that when Morgan and Mickey were talking, Ashley was like, I'm being triggered right now because this is how she talks to me and I don't like it, and so I don't know when people are going to tell Mickey she's being too heavy-handed and she needs to chill out. Maybe never, because it doesn't seem like she might be the type of person who can receive that type of information.
Right. I was just about to say that. Yeah. I was just about to say that. No, it's interesting. Like, I was like, this that mafia side of her that came out. She was just like, you need to be up there and figure out what it is. What's he about to do? What's his game plan? What is it? And she was just like, whatever she said, it was something like that. She gave the girl orders.
Some questions, some answers would be nice. That's what she said.
Yeah, and she's like, you can get those or whatever she said. And then Morgan left and went to. She probably just left, but the implication is like she's going to go get the answers, and it was just like, hey. This girl, like, it's so interesting with Mickey. It's like you want to like her because you're like, look at this girl, trendy, and she doing the damn thing. Side note, tonight's episode, she looked flawless. It's like it's on point, girl. Like you ain't got to do nothing but to walk into it with a good personality. But literally. It's too heavy-handed. It's giving not respecting the spirit of other people. And that's the problem. It's like, I still, even right now, and it's probably the black woman love, I still want to like Mickey, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, girl, like, there's a lot of, like, the way she operates is so heavy handed and it's so like not respecting the spirit of others. I know I just said that, but that's like,
I mean, it's the like, spirit, the opinions, the thoughts, the consideration. The entity, it's nothing. Nothing. She's just like, what I want is what you want. What I need is what you need. What I say is what you say. You got it? All right. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Like, I step, you step. Okay? Like, and it better be the same amount of distance in each step. Okay? Pace is together. Like,
right.
It's too much.
Right. And it was funny to me when Ashley was like, I don't, was that this episode or like, I think it was the Sunday episode, right after Riley left, and she was over there just like, oh my God, I basically did her dirty work in sending Riley home. And then she was just like, I mean, you saved your best friend. Ashley was like, that you don't really do her dirty work. You saved your best friend in this game. And it's like, stop twisting these things around and, putting yourself at the center of the victimness. Like, so it's an interesting thing. But since we're talking about the episode, the nominations episode, I was so annoyed trying to watch that damn episode. I was like, I stopped it like 2 or 3. I was like, did I accidentally click the Friday episode? It was so annoying. And I thought they were really, hold on, what'd you say? You said seriously. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought my earphones are low. I don't know.
Yeah, it sucks, right? That's why sometimes I be talking over you because I can't hear
Yeah,
you.
girl. Because then if you put it too high, then it picks up
Yes,
on the mic. I just
yes,
like, bro.
yes.
But yeah, I couldn't hear you. I was like, she's saying something important.
Yeah. Maybe I need to go
But
back to the buds, but go ahead. Sorry.
I know, right? But no, it was just annoying. That's all. That's all. I was just like, are they trying to force this little Friday episode down our throats? Now I heard the Friday episodes ain't bad. That they're good. I skedaddled in front of all of that. I did not listen to a lick of it, any of it. Once I got to that wall, I did stop on some of like the scenes of the cast and stuff like that, but once we got to that wall, that's basically when I started watching.
Yeah, I skipped all of it. I think I watched maybe like 5 minutes and I was like, oh, this is not entertaining. No offense to Taylor, um, Derek, and their guest, Boston Rob. That's my first
Okay.
time watching a BB Unlocked or starting a BB
Yeah.
Unlocked, but I won't be doing it again. It's like After Sun
Uh,
for Love Island.
no, I
I'm
know,
cool.
right? I know,
I'm
right?
good on it. Give me the episode. Give me the
Yeah,
episode.
and my thing is like the reason why I guess they're trying to like mimic the YouTube culture around Big Brother and stuff like that. But I think that the reason why I'm not tuning in to because I tuned into Derek on his podcast more than I tuned into Derek on BB, Big Brother, because I trust that like when we come onto YouTube, you giving your real opinions. You get what I'm saying? I know CBS is like, no, you can't say that. They got parameters. So it's like,
Yeah, it's still a
not
produced
the
show
same.
at the end of the
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the same as watching YouTube hot takes. It's just not the same. So they can miss me with that. But I heard it's good. I'm just talking out the side of my ass. I don't know.
No, you talking out your mouth. It is.
Like, but they
Oh,
said
this is-
like I've heard some people say that it is good, it's not bad, and so who knows? I'm not trying to,
Yeah, you
but I
like
know
it,
I
I
was
love
like
it.
skip it through
Yeah.
that thing because I'm like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to watch.
Also,
the
too, I think
episode,
it was just so
please.
abrupt. Like y'all just like threw this in our face. It wasn't
You
like a
forced
warning
us.
or anything. Maybe there was a warning and I didn't pay attention. But maybe if there was
Probably.
like a hey on Sunday we're gonna be putting this in the
I think
front.
they did
so-
probably do it. Julie probably said it
Yeah.
at the end because like they go through like what the week is gonna look like, and I just always stop the
Yeah.
episode there, to be
Yeah,
honest.
same,
So
same.
I don't think that I paid attention to that, but I will pay attention next week because I'm like we're gonna have a double eviction coming up soon. They could end this blockbuster. They might have said that tonight, and I might have missed that news.
Well, next
because-
week, whoever makes it next week goes into jury. So, but they didn't. I don't think she said a double eviction though. But maybe after jury, it will be a double eviction.
Yeah, they don't necessarily need one next week, but they need to stop this blockbuster. That's what they need to do. But anyway, we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
What was the topic?
Nominations, but yeah, but we can go on to the veto.
Okay.
We got the veto. I love the veto competition. I enjoyed
Yes.
watching that. It was so fun. Ava,
Except the spit outs.
yeah, I didn't like that.
Like
yeah.
I wrote in my notes, I love that they have new competitions this year,
yeah.
but you didn't have to do the spit outs.
yeah, the spit was a
It
little
was
bit
giving
much.
foaming at the mouth type.
Ava, the drama, loved it. Kelly, I was like, girl. Every time Kelly got on it with the theatrics, I just wanted her to stop. I don't know, maybe because I just don't like her.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah,
That's probably
I
what
love
it
how
is.
they all like try to get into character. It's like, let's have fun
Uh-huh.
with it. Make the
Yeah.
best of it, even though it is
Yeah.
a competition, and we all want a certain outcome, whether it's the same or different. But yeah, I enjoyed this veto.
Yeah, no, it was cute. It was cute. Will saying he wouldn't do the veto. Were you surprised at that? Like he wouldn't use it on Mickey? Okay. Because last week he said he would use it on her, so I was like, okay, he's clear now.
Yeah, but I think he's truly seeing now. Like Mickey is digging a hole that
A hole
he
for
can't help
herself,
her
yeah.
out of. So I don't think he is even gonna try.
Yeah.
With
I
that,
respect
now
his
I think he
game
would have. You
more.
said what?
So I respect his game more than I did before.
Yeah, I think he's playing excellent. I love every single time they do his montages. I mean, he hasn't won anything, right? So we haven't seen him in a place of power, but I love his little montages. Like this week was like about him and his DVR, and he's like, if I could just zoom through these conversations, or like last week was like, I don't even know what these kids is saying. It's so hard trying to
Yeah.
connect with these 20-year-olds, but somehow they still come to him and just be yapping
Yeah. Yeah,
away.
cause he just
Yeah.
affirms what they want to hear, and they just like, when he repeats back to them, it's just like, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But his name is never in
It's
somebody else's
funny
mouth about like, well, Will
for
said da
sure.
da da. So it's great. It's like he's able to like fly under the radar. And then
Hmm.
also too, I had watched I think it's Reality Alley. She does these recaps on TikTok that are great.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, but she had brought up how like Will is like just all for, like, he's a feminist, like he is for the women, and he had brought
Hmm.
up, I think, on the live feeds how he respects the fact that women are like dominating the season, and he's
Hmm.
always talking about his wife and things like that with the highest regard. And
Hmm.
so it is nice to see a man who just like truly respects women, wants to see women
Hmm.
in
Hmm.
leadership and
Hmm.
dominating the house. Like, he's okay with it. He's not gonna be going
Hmm.
into the bros and being like,
Hmm.
we need a
Hmm.
all male alliance. And then
Hmm.
also they like just kind of compared it to the fact that in his real life he covers women's basketball. So just
Oh
like
yeah,
a
so oh yeah, I could definitely see Will making it far at this point because
yeah
like in the beginning I didn't, but it's like at this point things are starting to settle a little bit, and I cannot see him being a target anytime soon. Like
yeah
maybe a casualty of
yeah
if a war erupts for real, for real.
mhm
But I don't. I just see him being able to eke it out
yeah
to like the end, um or at least final three, final four type of thing. I could totally see it. So we'll see. I think it all depends on who's HOH next week. I wonder when we'll find that out because we are recording the night of Big Brother this week.
yeah. Hopefully
So
hopefully we'll know in a couple of hours before I hit that pillow. I'll know.
oh no, that'll be
That would
nice.
be
Yeah.
nice. We will
Yeah, and
see.
I'm going right to sleep after
Cause
this.
yeah, I hope it's Rachel.
Yeah, no, that'd be nice. Rachel, I think Ashley would be a nice, or Will, for the direction of the game. I'd like to see, but it'll be interesting if anybody wins. To be honest, like
Yeah,
anybody at this
yeah.
point, because this season has been so not structured. There's not been a good structure that it's kind of like anybody is still a target of anyone else's. Like
Mhm.
the only person who I think, if Rachel won, I really do think she will go after Keanu, and which is unfortunate. We could talk about their little situation in a little bit, but I think it'd be unfortunate just for us as viewers. But I think Keanu could go for her game. He could go just because he's winning competitions and he's no longer on her side, unless she can mend it with him. But she also could try to mend it, now that I think
Yeah,
about
I
it,
hope she doesn't. I'm like, you
because
can't trust him. He keeps going against you over and over and over again. I don't know.
but has he been burned enough by Vince that he can really firmly get onto her side, whereas she doesn't have to get him out right now? You know what I mean?
No.
She doesn't have to trust him, but she can focus her energy on other people.
He
Um,
keeps believing in Vince because of what we saw this episode. He is a personal trainer. Vince is perfect for somebody like Keanu that he can constantly try to speak life into, lift
yeah.
up. That is Keanu all day. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? On top
Yeah.
of just the strong bro code,
Not
bromance
broho.
thing.
Maybe
Bro
that's what
code.
it is, though.
Yeah.
He's a broho. He likes the
Yes.
bros.
Yes. I think even Mickey had brought it up in a clip that Keanu does not like women who don't listen to him. And
Oh
so
yeah, no, I
that's
saw that. I saw that.
yeah, so
That
that is
that
why he
yeah.
is probably a little bit closer to a Kelly. Because Kelly just shows a reverence for Keanu that none of the other women are doing.
Mhm.
And you got Vince who's constantly crying to you. You know what I'm saying? Like he can little bro him, like, but he
Mhm.
can't like little sis Rachel. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting because I thought he was waking up. I was like, I thought you had some sense this time, buddy. Like they didn't even do him as dirty as they could have done in this episode, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
because he out here believing that Morgan told Vinny this. It took him a while. I think now he's on the same page that Vinny did it, but it took him a while to not to feel that it was Vinny and not Morgan, even as Vinny was being very like obvious and admitting it to him. Basically,
I literally was like, Keanu, who else have you had this conversation with? Who do you think it was? You know, like, let's make it make sense. You only told one person this.
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to learn, and you know, is he going to watch this back? Is he going to learn from what he sees about himself? Because it's like him and Kelly. Let me get on Kelly for a second too, while we on this little. Kelly crying about being on the block 5 times. It gets a little tough. This is what happens, girl, when you put yourself up on the block and you volunteer to be a pawn week 1. You become a pawn star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
she volunteered to be a pawn every single week, but this one, like at least the first three. I know she volunteered.
Yeah, at least like the first 3. Yeah.
Like, girl, please. But at least you keep getting yourself off. Kelly, she another one that get on my nerves. She had said something like to Vince, like, I thought it was gonna be me that was gonna be able to like win you over, but Morgan won. And it's like, why are you telling this to this man that's in a relationship? And what does that even mean? Like, just always saying some cringy stuff. Her clips, where I think like in week 1, she talked about being afraid of Beyonce are starting to resurface. She said like Beyonce scares her, and it's like, girl, what? And then like, why? Like why? And that's her weird. And her mom have taught her dog tricks, and the tricks are named Beyonce. Yeah, it's just weird. Just the weirdest stuff always coming out that girl's mouth. And I'm ready for her to go. Like when she won that mini blockbuster, I was pissed. I was pissed.
Yeah, no. I felt like it would have been a funner game to see Catherine, even though Catherine is what do they call him, a bump on a log. Like, she just be there as well. She's just there. She doesn't add to the game. But I feel like a little bit she could have added a little bit of spice, especially because she got Keanu to turn on Rachel. Like, she there without Riley.
Happened there. I think Catherine is probably a good player, and this is the wrong time for her. I did see that her grandfather had passed like 2 weeks before she came into the house, and the day they entered the house was the day of his funeral. So there was that, and then I think she lost her stepmom maybe like a year ago, and so I think the reason why her and Riley were able to develop this such like close bond, because she was able to kind of like emotionally latch on to him, and that's probably kind of too what also like clouded her a little bit. So I wonder if these like very stressful life events hadn't just happened, how she possibly would have been able to show up in the game.
I mean, I will say this, like, that is a perfect explanation. Like, what's happening, it makes perfect sense as to how she was acting. It gave that something really tragic just happened, and I'm not in an up spirit, I'm in a down spirit.
Yeah, especially how she was acting after he left. Like, y'all took my person from me, my person. It's like, girl, you are still here for $750,000. But I don't think her mind could possibly like get in it.
But I will say that I don't think that there's anything that I see from her that would make me feel like she would be a good player outside of this morning time period, outside of what she's going through. Like, I don't see any specific, I mean, there's a little bit of stuff, but not like enough that I would be like, oh, let's try again. Not her.
I mean, I'm gonna give her credit for being probably one of the only people this season saying something against the person that you on the block with. Because I'm like, where is that happening? Everybody, right. I wouldn't say nothing bad about the person next to me. If I'm good for your game, keep me. Shout out to my family. I'm like, are y'all playing or not? Like,
I'm like, bring back the good speeches.
Yes,
because
please.
People ain't having no speeches this year, like, at all. So it's interesting. It's
Yeah, so that,
interesting.
I mean, like, I feel like sometimes when she says stuff, like she has a good read and like she understands what's going on. She just
Mm.
couldn't like get herself in. Like she wasn't in any in crowd because she was up under Riley, and so that's why
Mhm.
I'm like maybe she could have been a good player, like despite these
Mhm.
circumstances.
Yeah. No. Maybe. Ava's speech. YOLO. I was like, tell me you're
Yeah.
a millennial without telling me.
No, literally.
Like,
Oh, her being asleep while Lauren
oh
and Ashley
yes,
were
yes, yes, yes.
talking.
Mhm. Mhm.
I was like, ooh. Now that's a good
Yeah.
benefit of always being asleep, honey.
I know, right? Ah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We'll see.
I did want to say something about I got two things to say. They center around Mickey. During that Morgan conversation, Morgan and Mickey, and they came in the bathroom and they just all standing there. I was just like, what y'all doing? Like, I would have like they just came in there and they just were just standing, like just standing around Ashley with her mouth all open. And it's just like, y'all are being like super obvious right now, but I guess maybe Mickey didn't pick it up or whatever. But I'm just like, y'all just here for the tea, like, because like
Literally.
Will over there telling us like, I gotta use the bathroom. Then go. But you ain't
Yes.
want to go because you just here for the tea, but y'all
Right.
just like standing awkwardly, like,
Yes.
I don't know. But the
That
second
was
thing I was
funny.
gonna say, I don't understand Ashley and Will. They keep saying, I like Mickey, but game wise, she's like messy or she's whatever, right? And I'm
Yeah, it's her
like,
personality that's making her game
yes,
messy. So how do
yes.
you like her? Like her as a
I feel,
person, like this is not a game persona that she's putting on when she's trying to little sis you and
yeah,
demand
I
and you know what I'm
know.
saying, make you do what she want you to do. Like
It's the person,
this is
yeah.
her. This is her. Yeah, no, it kills me every single time. I think also too though, possibly it could just be we not finna put her out there like that. I
Yeah, it's
mean,
like it definitely gives cop out. Like I'm trying
yeah.
to save face
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah. It
you
might
when you
also
see
be
this.
like, skin folk. We ain't finna do that because Ava be like, she cray cray. Like I can't vote out Mickey. Like she can do that,
Yeah.
like, but it might not look
Yeah.
the same. Coming from Will
Yeah.
and Ashley.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything else.
Okay, I'll wrap it up.
Oh no, I do have something else. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
The other thing I was gonna say was Rachel. Rachel and the Kelly of it all. Rachel and the key, like Rachel was like, I would almost it's like a mean girl stance, but it's like I only pulled out my mean girl because you wanted to act like a biatch.
Yes, it was
So
perfectly done.
you're
She said,
gonna
"Oh,
get
Kelly,
it.
don't worry. I was actually gonna sit there. No hugs, no hugs, no hugs." I wish she would have said,
She's
"You
like, I
can't
don't
sit
want to
with
hug.
this." Like,
She basically did. It was very mean girl, but it was
yes,
like, Kelly, you did
it was well
just
deserved, mean girl.
I mean, Kelly underhandedly tried to act like, she wasn't playing her, but at the same time, it was definitely mean girl, but it's more of like, don't come for me unless I
Yeah,
send for you. You know what I'm saying? But
I felt
if
like it
you
was well
call for me, I'm
deserved, honey.
coming.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they are tired of Kelly always stirring up stuff. Like you
Yeah.
could definitely tell Kelly is at this point tolerated, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's why I actually kind of agree with Rachel's logic about getting Catherine out. Like I definitely, and only reason why I wanted maybe Catherine to stay over Kelly, aside from just like getting Kelly out of the game because she's like kind of annoying and disrespectful to the integrity of the game. But I also felt like it would be more fun to maybe watch Catherine because I felt like maybe Catherine could do a little bit more with Lauren and she would talk a little bit more sense into Lauren, because I'm still trying to figure out, do we know
yeah.
where Lauren stands in all of this? Like, does she still trust
Lauren
Vinny?
has
Because
no one. She
but
trusts
like,
Vinny.
that's what I'm saying. Like, does she though? Because I'm
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
girl,
she's kind of at a place. It seems like from the live feed, she's at a place where it's like I have no choice but to trust you. Like, especially now that you put Catherine on the block, and it's
I
like,
think you have a choice. I think you always have a choice. There's 7 other people in the house. I know they're besties and
yes,
stuff like
go
that.
talk to
But
other people. Go
yeah,
talk to other people.
yeah, you gonna have to make an alliance. Like, girl, like
Yeah,
you gonna have to figure out who makes the most sense to talk to, and
The
figure
problem
out.
is, yeah, but the problem is both with Catherine and Lauren when they try to make that all girls alliance. Them the two who didn't want to sit at the table. And
True,
so now they are
true,
reaping the
true,
repercussions of that because now we are talking about mainly
true.
girls are now in the house and none of the girls are
Yes,
aligned with y'all because y'all
yes,
wasn't down for the count.
yeah.
They
No,
are
that's
definitely
real.
going.
That's
They would
real.
rather keep, if it came down to it, they would keep Mickey over Lauren. They would keep Mickey over
Mhm,
Kelly. Like,
mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, well, it's interesting. We'll see where things go based on whoever wins HOH because the thing about this season that I will say, I'll give it credit for it, is that there's still so many different directions for this game to go in. There's just so many different directions. And it's mainly because Vince is like a dud of a player, it's turned out. Like it's like if he had done what he needed to do, the season might be going in one direction, but he didn't. And so, and even then, it's like they've been going back and forth. It feels like, knocking people out on each side of the house a little bit. But I guess this is the second week in a row that it's that side of the house. So,
yeah, we shall see, child. We shall see. It definitely will
yeah.
determine, because if Lauren wins, we know the other side is up.
Oh, yeah.
If
They going
Kelly
they going to
wins, the
scoop
other side is
together.
up. If Keanu wins, the other
Yeah.
side is up. So we will
But it may
see.
not be because, like, if Kelly wins, I wonder if she would put up Vince. Or is she that done with him, or is she not that done? She probably
She might.
wouldn't
She
put up
might say, "I
Vince.
want to do something crazy and put up the person that put me up." She might.
Yeah. But I will say that if Kelly were to win, I don't think going after Vince is the best move for her. Like Vince, like I don't think that is. I think she has to just keep your eye on the prize. There's four people who will never work with you over each other. Rachel, Mickey, Ashley, Will.
Yeah.
I guess Ava. I
Yeah.
guess it's five people. It's
Yeah.
like pick your folks. Maybe
Yeah.
Rachel. Rachel could, because Rachel's been like, hey, let bygones be bygones, but if you cross me twice. But she's already crossed her, so I don't know.
I think that is it. So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna wrap it up here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and we will catch you for next week.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.